Trenton is mission control, and tomorrow is going to be the first launch by the mission control team of Senator Sweeney and, of course, Governor Murphy. And what you're going to see is a repeat of history. Mission control is going to spend their time on raising taxes, despite the fact that we anticipate a budget surplus. You can see where the Democrats are already fighting over which tax to raise. It seems inconsistent with how most New Jersey people feel, which is that they're overtaxed and that government spends too much. So tomorrow's going to be an interesting day because you're going to see the Democratic Party do exactly what they did a decade ago. Send us on a mission to higher taxes, more people leaving the state, more businesses either planning to leave or not entering the state. So I'm asking Governor Murphy, think about what the problem is in New Jersey. The problem is that people cannot afford to stay here. So change course, reverse your campaign promises. Tomorrow, set us in the direction that we have been going the last 8 years. Less spending, less taxes, which equals more growth.
There's one thing for certain. In New Jersey, we have just about the highest taxes on everything we can think about. And I was amazed to hear my good friend Senator Sweeney talk about raising the corporate business tax, now of all times. If you look at a chart of the corporate business tax income over the last several years, it looks like teeth up and down, up and down. It's very unpredictable. It's not a consistent. If you look at sales tax, it's got a nice slope going up under the Christie administration, and also the income tax is going up. But CBT is not consistent. We do not and should not send a message to businesses that may be thinking to come to New Jersey that we're not open for business. We're competing with Pennsylvania every day. The Lehigh Valley up by me is booming. And my parts of my district, they jump right over. They just go to Pennsylvania. Whether it was a Democratic governor or Republican governors in Pennsylvania, they've eaten our lunch. Even New York, to some extent, we have a battle with for businesses. I'd like to see more offices on the New Jersey side and not worry about how many tunnels we need to build. I'd rather see businesses stay in New Jersey so people can live here, work in New Jersey, and pay taxes in New Jersey. Over the last 8 years, we increased the budget somewhere about 1.3% a year average under the previous administration. If we could maintain that trend of discipline in spending, and that's what it's all about. It's not about how much we should be raising taxes now. It's how much discipline we have in the way we're spending the money and looking for ways to save money at the local level. There's a couple things that hang out there, low-hanging fruit with regard to property taxes, and that's the issue of sick day payouts. It's a ticking time bomb. There's something we could help the towns with right away. Put a modest cap on it. Let's get that legislation through and help our property taxpayers in that way. The cap on arbitration has expired. I would call on the Democrats now, put that back in place. I'm the father of a police officer, but I would like to see her have a job over the long term. And I'll tell you what could happen here. Because the levy cap remains, that means that the amount of spending growth is contained at the local level. So sooner or later, you're going to have employees in the municipality not getting raised, the non-unionized employees, or you're going to have less police officers and firefighters out there to do their jobs. So there's just so many things we need to do. The income tax increase that the governor would like to see is ridiculous. The Democrats put it up year after year. They could have done it while Governor Corzine was here and passed it and made it permanent. They didn't. I don't think they really want to do it. But to take us out of the game in the region for new businesses to move to New Jersey, our I-95 corridor should boom. The areas around the inner cities, should boom, because we're between Philadelphia and New York. And time again, we don't do things to invite business in. We try to find ways to spend more money, raise the taxes higher than they should be, higher than we can afford. People leave the state. Higher income earners have left in droves. Florida's catching a lot of them. We need to remain disciplined over the next several years and let the revenue growth occur on its natural course, and let's send more money back to the schools and back to the municipalities to cut property taxes. Not look for new programs to build, but to cut property taxes.